My family, hi, welcome to another Neon Truth. I love the church with your brother Joseph. So, in the Christian community, we've been seeing things that have been happening, with regards to musicians or worship ministers who demand to be paid or who then get into some legal disputes with their producers, or even some of them have left the churches that they were attending due to things such as receiving payments and all those things, to do with what they deserve, in court to be paid for their administrations and all those things. So this is something that a lot of people have been needing for there to be a balance. So let's hear as Prophet Angel talks about this. But before we get into it, there is a platform where we have various ministers ministering on the same platform. You get to watch messages, get to watch all these other programs. It's like the Christian Netflix, and I want you to check it out. And for the African audience, Nigeria and the other African audience, monthly subscription is as little as 4,000 Naira or equivalent. That is $2.50. So let's check this out.
For just $6, unpack the ultimate Christian streaming experience. Dive into life-changing sermons, gripping and heartwarming shows, epic, soul-stirring movies, and spirit-lifting music. Stay informed with up-to-the-minute news and explore powerful, thought-provoking documentaries and docuseries. Ignite young minds with dynamic and engaging youth and kids programs. Alpha TV has everything you need and more. Subscribe now to get started.
Let's go to Galatians 4, verse number 25. Are you here? Are you here? As a matter of fact, let's go to 20 so you get it. Imagine if you're going to be left behind. Because when we tell you you come to church, you don't join nothing. And most of our singers here think it's a profession, it's a career. They'll be sitting there going in the spirit, but it's simply emotions, because they want to record an album. There is no ministry of a singer called a minister.
Tell them.
Zero. Should they be paid? No.
Never.
What are we paying you to attend service? When you say pray, all of us are praying. Are you not praying? What are we paying you? So why should we pay a singer because she's saying to the Lord?
Tell them, Papa. Yeah.
You are singing for your own God. Hallelujah. How great are you? Tofia.
Come on.
So what are we paying the ushers now? Because without the ushers, the musician can't move from the back to the front. The ushers have to. What about the protocol who are?
Tell them, Papa.
The whole church has just become a big business. Just as Harare has become a big bedroom. Anyway, forget about that.
My bad. My bad. Whoa.
Come back to the rapture, please. Come back. Come back to the rapture. So you had gone. He said we are back. Am I ministering to you that a person who comes to church and ministers in your church should not be paid? I didn't say that. I'm saying 100% you should not pay. Especially the one who charges and tells you 5,000. Even preachers shouldn't be paid. Why are you telling me you want $5,000 to come to my church? 5,000, 20,000. No. But here is the flip side I don't want you to miss. If this musician, right, comes to the church, you as a brother to that sister, consider her expenses. Consider she could be in that branch where she is always. Consider that. And if you do not appreciate them for being in your church at that time, you are not worthy to be visited. No, you did not get what I just said. How can I leave Ouagadougou to come to your church? I could be in my designated branch. That's why I tell these musicians, find yourself in a certain area and say, this is where I am serving the Lord from. And this I'm serving the Lord. But if I'm to leave my duty this Sunday to go to another church, I might need transport and I don't have it. So whosoever calls you to say, come to Mutare, come to Manicaland, come to Britain, I'm like, my brother, you just keep quiet. Don't say nothing. If they don't introduce that there is an air ticket, you have to sleep this location, then they're not interested. Because you might not have the money. But if you have the money, go. Bless the people. That you'll be so shocked that if you do it out of worshiping God and blessing the people of God, the people you are blessing wait and say, brother, just find some, thank you so much for what you're doing. But the pastor should also reward the person who has come, compensate for their loss and the love that they've shown. So it's both sides. Oh, the worker is worth his wages. I get it. But while the worker is worth his wages, the worker should have a moment where he realizes, or she realizes, that whatever I'm doing is not just work, it's also worshiping my God. When does worship become a work? It might be when I leave my designated area to go to a certain location and I have to have expenses paid. And I just don't have that type of. And if I have it, I might want to use it there. And I've not planned it. So you see, I get it. Papa said you should not pay them. You missed the other part. But anyway, let's go. Read it. I desire to be present with you now, to change my voice. For I stand in doubt of you. Eish. Tell me, ye that desire to be under the law. Are you here? Do you not hear the law? For it is written that Abraham had two sons, one by a bondwoman, the other by a free woman.